Here we go. More like about, here we go. Okay. Now we shall wait for them to come in. Look at the top of the cap.
I know
that looks weird. Joe, are you really drinking a drink? Yeah, it's real. Real drink.
Looks like a cartoon. I spent a few minutes in your chat room before we went on. You got some great people.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to start tripping on me, are you, after drinking that weird stuff, whatever you're drinking?
It's got the little mini aloe things you can like gnaw on as you drink them.
Oh, really? Mm. Is that what they tell you that's in there?
Yeah. Circumcised rat nuts or something.
Oh, they could be as lucky as a rabbit's foot.
Yeah, maybe more lucky. You never know. Yeah, so let me pull up a couple things in the background while the people join. We got about 500 in there now. Just looking at cryptos, and I wonder where that stock ended today. Just out of curiosity, GameStop 325.
I think they were probably bitch slapped a little bit.
I think so, but someone was telling me that they thought that like whatever, like as soon as the morning it opens, that's like the settlement, I guess, price or whatever. So which it was still stupid high. As soon as it started this morning, it was like 400 at 9:30.
With all the dishonesty that goes in there, at this point in time, it's water over the dam, and I really believe that this will be part of the crypto rush. To be honest with you.
Well, I think you're right. You know, I emailed, and by the way, everybody listening, or maybe I should wait to see if it goes to 888. It's at 809 watching live, 831.
Oh, yeah, you got to wait for that 888.
I'm about to mention Cliff High, so let's just see what it does. 836.
Did you see that? Hey, you just had the orb go right by your screen.
Oh?
It went by really quickly. Yeah.
Well, the other day I was talking, and someone's like, dude, go back to your video about the XRP thing at like, I forget what the timestamp is now, 25 minutes or 23 minutes or something like that. Like, dude, like you're talking about, should we just do this or that? And she goes, I think I just heard a woman's voice go, yes, or yeah. So I'm like, oh, let me go listen to it. I go listen to it. I'm like, yeah, that's 888. Oh my God, look, I can't show you.
There we
go. It could have been any number. It's just creeping up, like 10 here, 15 there, 20 there, 888. Boom. Now I got to say what I got to say. So I asked Cliff High a couple days ago, you know, was it your data, your webbot that said something about there would be like a Wall Street event that really opens the gates into crypto, like people just freaking flood into crypto. And last night live stream with JC and them, he didn't reply yet. So let me just open my email real quick because he did reply. And the announcement is tomorrow, I think. Let me see if he's replied to my reply. Big says he's good. I don't see Cliff's response yet, but I basically said, hey, how about tomorrow at 1 Eastern time? And because they're earlier, for a Three Amigos chat, because we want to talk about a few things. But he said, let me go back down to where his reply was to me. Where'd it go? Maybe it was that one. Basically, yes, there's data that there's some kind of Wall Street event happens and it really floods open the doors into crypto. And he said, hey, let me see this real quick. This one. One more. Tomorrow or Sunday. Okay, I'm trying to find where he said this little thing to us. Okay. I suspect Okay, I suspect we are in the actual crack up of the rigged system. This whole shittery is going to unfold in amazing ways. This is what it felt like for all the other fourth turnings. Do we get another false flag to take people's minds off of it? He says. We'll connect with you guys later this weekend and we can do a Trace Amigos. He says you got AG, which is silver symbol. So that's interesting comment by him. He says later. So I said, how about 1 o'clock tomorrow? I'm free. You know, I got plenty of time. Big says, yep, sounds good to me. So we're just waiting on him to say yay or nay. And if it's nay, it might be Sunday. So worst case, we got to wait an extra day to have to chat with him, you know, for everybody out there listening. But again, funny that 888 on my damn screen. I said, oh, let's wait for 888. And it's not like you can tell YouTube, show me in increments of 8, you know, whatever, eights. It's just all over the place. And as I'm talking, 1288. Isn't that amazing? So, woo dude, we've been chatting a bit lately. And XRP, GameStop, the little guy taking out the big guy, whatever. It looks like it might be an operation bigger than what's on the surface to take out these criminals. And I want to just say one thing. Let me just double check my email because I might have sent it to myself. I hope I did. And it's on that line where you just said, I think a lot of people are going to come into crypto now. And basically, Cliff I in the email said, yeah, that's kind of what is happening. So here's this. Okay, here it is. Someone posted this on Twitter. Exchanges cannot handle the demand right now on crypto. The world wants Bitcoin. So he posts a picture from Binance's tweet, 5:30 a.m. this morning, 1/29/2021. Binance will be suspending withdrawals temporarily in order to address a large increase in requests from new unique users.
Yeah.
Rest assured, your funds are safe, and we apologize for any inconvenience. Next one, Kraken Exchange. We're experiencing connectivity issues and working to resolve as soon as possible. For real-time updates on the status, click here, blah, blah, blah. And then a third one that you probably already know who I'm going to say. Coinbase.
Not my Coinbase.
No, due to a technical issue, we are experiencing degraded service where some trades may not be able to be completed, blah, blah, blah. This is all today, earlier in the morning.
Right.
Kraken was 5:10 a.m. Binance was 5:38 a.m. And that was whoever's time was looking at this, their time. And Coinbase was noon. So, on that note, let me put you back on my screen so I can see you. You mentioned let's get into XRP right off the bat. I mean, people are going to want to hear this. You know, what about XRP? What about the 888? What is it going there? Are we not going there? I think you guys already know where we're going. But we had a conversation, and you said you were doing a reading on a lady, I think, and you got chills as she was saying something to you back about XRP, and it was like spirit talking to you, and you said, like in your mind or whatever, oh my God, this is going to be this is going to be bigger than we imagined with XRP. And then spirit goes, way bigger. What was that about?
Yeah, well, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I told you that the XRP and 222 and all that stuff. I said to you, I texted to you. I said, Joe, this is actually going to be way bigger. So, to all my fans out there that want me to say, yeah, 888 is a definite, I'm sorry. It's freaking going to go a lot higher, dude. Okay. This is all I can tell you is that when they tell me to sell, I'll let you guys all know. Okay. But for everything to happen the way it's occurring, like I'll talk to you 2 or 3 days earlier, and then all of a sudden you see something happen. It's kind of like when you just sold part of your theta, and then later that day I said, Joe, I think people are going to start running into cryptos. This phenomena that has happened is part of, if you remember what I said, that I didn't have a dream with XRP. I actually had a vision. Huge difference. Okay. It was when I came out of the shower, and that works a lot with me, having water hit me in the back of the head. And then when I came out, that's when I saw the vision of the banker shaking hands. And that's when they actually said to me, watch the month of January. All right. They never said it's going to go up in January, but I want to back the ship up just a little. Is, per se, the 888 meme already happened. All right. And it happened when it hit 90 cents. It was 88 cents. That's when I figured it out at night. I went, oh shit, it's going to 2222. And the next day you'll go, no freaking way. Come on. There's no way my wife got. I said, Joe, it is. It's got to happen. And so I caught that ride. So when you think about it, I was all done with that trade. I go, okay, I did well. I got out, made a great profit. But then my sweetheart Julianne and I were talking, and that's when they yelled at me. And Julianne's laughing on the phone at me. What are you doing? I said, they're yelling at me. They said, get the hell back in there, press the button at Coinbase, and buy it all back. And I did. And that's where the 2222 happened. So what I'm trying to get across to everybody, when Spirit said they all need to learn discernment, I said to you, this is really bigger than the 222 thing, this discernment. That's everything that's about to happen and come down. All right. And now everything is really compressing. Okay. Remember the helicopter. I mean, what are the odds of the helicopter crash happening on the date of the inauguration? I mean, you can't make
and
that
in
shit.
the area in which there's some lakes tattooed on the back of Hunter Biden.
Yeah. So now everything's really compressing in time. All right. And then when this thing started, I went, my God. I said, this is what they were talking about when they told me that. This is going to go international with whatever happens in January, that there's going to be repercussions from this. And then earlier, there's no way for me to validate this, but right before I got on, Spirit said they've started the process with the court. That's all they said. Now,
Right. You're talking XRP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not following it. That's something that you can look up, or your peeps can look up. But understanding that this is going to go really big. It really is. And what you're also going to see is you're going to see really small cryptos, because they were showing me that people are so pissed off with the corruption, and they've seen it now. They've seen it. Even my son was involved in it, where they shut him down. And actually, he can't even buy or trade anything still, okay, until next Wednesday.
And I want to, real quick, because I need to add this to that. I've seen the screenshot, and then someone printed the terms and conditions of Robinhood and E-Trade, and the rest of them are the same. This guy had 3,500 shares of GameStop, and those mother effers liquidated his account while it was rising. I can understand if you're playing on margin, they have to do that on the way down, not on the way up.
Right.
And they did it on the way up and cleaned the guy out. And he made a profit, but he didn't get to cash out at 350. He had to be forced out at 118. So if you're that guy realizing how much money you could have had, and these effing criminal Wall Street pigs did that to you, where else can I go? Dude, we've been telling you for years, come over to the crypto market. And I just shared with everybody moments ago, if you just got in here, 3 exchanges: Coinbase, Kraken, Binance. Today, sorry, we're having technical difficulties. Binance says we're having such an influx of new users, we're shutting down some of the trading features right now to deal with the massive amount of new unique users, as they call it. This is incredible. the market might be about to do something. I'm over here waiting for a little crash. Like, oh, Wall Street goes down. Maybe the crypto market's going with it. I'm positioned with some cash on the side. So,
well, Joe, though, they can put the stock market any way they want. I mean, really, all right. They can adjust it and do anything they want. But what I'm getting, okay, is that people now, they felt a little bit of power today. All right. And they went, we actually stuck it to somebody. Okay. Oh, before we go on, we really do love Wall Street. They're beautiful people. and just understand, these are just expressions of love. They really are. Anything else is totally dream. We're in a spirit realm. Obviously, we're out of our freaking minds.
Don't believe anything we say. This is just for entertainment purposes only.
Absolutely. I mean, look at the two stars behind you.
Look at this guy. He's over here. He's Joe Biden in me over here. That's sniffing me out over here.
Like when we go up to Skinwalker Ranch together, that's going to be you and I. I'm going to have to hunt one of those hats down.
Yeah, Cliff actually sent me a link to that. Pretty much that the one I'm wearing, the actual one. He's like, Joe, it was like $110 Stetson hat. I'm like, I don't know if I want to buy that, but then I thought about it. Maybe I should, because this would be awesome.
You know what? After your XRP move, maybe you'll buy the freaking company. I don't know. Okay. Either that or a fleet of box trucks, Joe.
Oh, yeah, the bucket trucks.
Yeah, bucket trucks. And so, one of the biggest things I've been waiting for validation, of course, was that helicopter. But the second thing, what is this big thing in January that was going to happen that's going to have these international issues? And I think we just saw it. Okay, and this is not over. Now what's going to happen is many, many people are going to walk away from Wall Street, and now they're going to realize that they can hang them by taking all their money back and walking from them. Now you can't even use our money. You want to play your little game in a sandbox? Use your own money. All right. And this is why they're going to be heading over into crypto land. And there's no doubt in my mind to this. But I'm telling you, the repercussions of what just happened is going to grow. I just had to laugh that Cliff was getting a heads up on it with his stuff on the date. And I was still waiting, for my thing. And I said, oh, my God. That's why when I sent you that verbiage 3 nights ago, I said, Joe, this is it. I think it was 3 nights ago. I said, send it over to Cliff. Let him see it. I said, it absolutely is, and a lot of turmoil is going to come out of this. And all I could say to all the people in the crypto world, hang on to your britches, man. But take some freaking profits, okay? Jesus. Take some profits. That's the name of the game. And when you guys, after the XRP and a few other things, if you guys got some good tax accountants out there, I think we're going to need them.
Well, maybe. Again, if Trump can come back in and all of a sudden clean house and that's gone and this is gone and there's not an IRS for temporary or maybe ever, we're going to redo things. Because again, the IRS put out that little memo. Oh, you normally can get started and start doing it in February, I think 15th. No, don't do it now. Just stop. We're postponing that, so don't do your tax thing yet. That is strange. Again, how many strange things are happening right now that just have absolutely no explanation?
Well, I found out one, though. This is going to be very interesting for all of you. I actually found out why the lights have been being turned off in the White House.
Oh, I heard.
I had a friend over here yesterday, and he explained it well to me. He said Joe Biden goes to sleep much earlier than Donald Trump. Okay.
Sleepy Joe Biden.
I said, I can get that. After bingo, you're freaking done, man. I got to call it tonight. Donald would work 28 hours a day if he could. But you know how you said when Donald Trump comes back, Donald Trump hasn't left.
Yeah. Pardon my French. Pardon my French, my JC French.
The last time I was with you, I think Spirit had said something to me that I didn't have the understanding of. And I said it to all of you. I said, 2 presidents. I just went, what the heck is that about? But we have 2 presidents right now. You absolutely do.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think it was after that I found the Kim Clement thing from his daughter, where he mentioned that in a 2008 church thing, whatever he was doing, where he said there's 2 presidents, and the basically the bozo one will be the one facing the people.
Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is, but you know, I'm not changing from anything. They told me he wasn't leaving, and he's not. He's probably getting a lot more work done not being in the White House right now versus being in it and let it all play out the way it's going to. Because I think, you know what? I think the stock market might look as bad as Nancy Pelosi's diaper. Oh, I'm sorry.
No size depends will help that.
That's a woman who's full of shit. Absolutely.
Full of Schiff, actually. Full of Schiff.
Oh, where has that?
Where is he? Where's Schiff?
Yeah.
Strange, huh?
Yeah, I think a couple words might have came to him, and he's going, "Oh, dude, yeah, man. There's no place to hide."
And isn't this week coming up? You know, they took the week off. Congress, we're take the week off, which is again completely strange as can be when they have so-called power. They've got Biden. They could pass so much shit right now. You know, nope. We're gonna take a week off, but then we're gonna get into the impeachment again. On your first week back after the vacation week, you're gonna do that. But I've been hearing if they do that, Nancy Pelosi's laptop is going to come into play at the hearing and expose them all somehow, you know, for colluding or whatever. I can't say that I know about this information if it's like super true or not. It came across me and I thought, well, maybe we'll see.
I don't even believe it's going to happen. All right. And I mean, that's my gut. It's not like Spirit's yelling at me. I mean, that's my gut. It's not even going to happen. All right. There's so much stuff that's happening behind the scenes. And again, you know, the greatest analogy I gave you all the last time was, you know, up where I live, it's the first day of turkey season and they're out in the middle of a field going, I don't know, guys. You think we're in the right place? I don't think so. Yeah. You know, but it's also a very dangerous time. It really is. Because, you know, when you have a sinking ship, you know, anything can happen. But I've got to say this, with the technology and the knowledge that our armed forces have, I'm sure behind the scenes they're probably already stopping a lot of this stuff that we don't even know about. I'm sure of that, you know, because that would be pretty unsettling if it actually came out and said, oh, by the way, this is why we had to do this. People would be going, are you kidding me? You know, so it's some of these things, it's probably best to leave it alone and to go, you know, just go with it. Go with the flow. Don't, you know, last time I spoke, everybody was so bummed out. And then at least you and I made them feel better. It's like, really? Today, damn it, I had to make myself my own breakfast again. You know, nothing's changed. It's colder. I got it. Oh, man, is it cold out? Oh, it's only like 1 degree outside right now. Oh, my gosh. It's cold up here. Go ahead, Snippy. Give me the damn weather report down there. Make me really feel like shit.
It's actually a little colder than the last couple of days. I hate to say it, it's 66 right now.
Oh, man. You are brutal. See, I won't see that until May.
Yeah, I do appreciate Florida for that, but I will say when the summertime's here, boy, it's sticky and hot and I don't like it. I don't want to be outside.
Yeah, I can't take that kind of heat. But going back to some of the cryptos, I think a lot of people are going to be very, very surprised. I know everybody was looking for the big dump, but when this event happened, it was starting to happen. Like I said 3 days ago, I said, Joe, they're going to start coming in groves. And the other thing is, you know, in fighting, when you realize that you could punch somebody in the face and do it and get away with it, you think there's more of this shit coming towards Wall Street?
Well, I happen to save this screenshot. Siebert Financial extends gains to as much as 400%. So there is this cheap stock, and the screenshot shows $17.77, three sevens. This is from earlier today, and it was one of these things that was down to like, I think $3 or $4, rocketed up to 1777, and now everyone's speculating, of course. Oh my God, is this another one of those things? Did they just everyone's like, well, can we find out who shorted it? Do we have and everyone was trying to find out, and I never did see if anyone figured out, was there a big short position on that company? Because if there was, it just happened again.
Yeah.
GameStop 2.0 just happened again with this other company, but I can't say that now because I don't know.
Well, when I had that vision, they really explained to me that it's really going to go international, whatever this thing was. And I really believe that even though it's happening here in the United States, my gut is you're probably going to see some collapsing of certain things throughout Europe and that area. And then this is my gut. I think this is another thing that'll push XRP of a way to trade money back and forth and back it. And when all the hair was
back with metals.
Yeah, when all the hair was standing on my arms, I think it was yesterday, right? I talked to that girl.
It was 2 days ago.
Or 2 days ago.
It was 2 days ago.
And then I had you talk to her.
Yeah.
Why don't you explain to some of the people the information she had? I mean, that was mine. Do you remember any of the stuff she told
I remember some of it. Some of it I've heard.
Oh, okay.
But
see, I don't follow it.
Yeah, nonetheless, I mean, she was very sharp, very much into going into the fine details of every little thing about XRP, who's doing what, who made a deal with that person, who that person is, where they go work, what are they working on, all this stuff. And she's basically saying, like what you're saying, this is going to be bigger than even we thought. So of course here we go, 888's coming, and then this other number in the teens is coming after that, and then we're like, that's garbage. That's like, that's like Bitcoin at $100. No, Bitcoin's 40,000 now. XRP could literally be in the thousands, and I know there's some people who have forecasted that. And again, that one thing that I saw on one of the anonymous boards from, I forget the date now, I thought it was early 2020, but I don't remember. And they said, yeah, XRP, we're going to basically hold its head underwater. We're going to dump the price, scare all that we can. Those of you who remained, you're going to think you're geniuses when we allow it to go to $3. You're going to sell off like a bunch of idiots, and you're going to think of how awesome you did. And then we're going to price everybody out of the market after that. So I was talking to my buddy Frank at work today. Well, I always say Frank at work just to refer to him. I don't work there anymore, but so you guys know Frank. And we were chatting about all this stuff. And we talked about, he goes, okay, so pricing someone out of the market. He goes, what kind of numbers do you think that is? You think that's $10 or $15 XRP? I said, absolutely not. He goes, you think it's even hundreds? I go, honestly, no, that's not pricing anybody out. But right. Thousands? Once something gets into the thousands, you could be priced out, because most people don't have a few $1,000s to go, oh, let me invest in this one coin or one share of a company. So I think, maybe in the thousands. Now, one of the things she said to me that I've also heard, there's two scenarios, is that the rumor, of course, is they're going to revalue gold to somewhere between 10 and 13,000 something dollars an ounce. And XRP will be tied to that 1-to-1. Right. Or the other thing I heard was, yes, that, but not 1-to-1, maybe like 10-to-1 or something, so different ratio. So still it would be $1,000 XRP if we got, $10,000 gold, which would be insane, honestly, to really think about that, considering we all got it at 24 cents. If some of us wrote it up and got out and whatever, like you did.
Sorry, I got in at 2.2. I just need to validate that shit with you. Okay. And I sent you the picture.
I
See
know.
that, that's why, when Spirit was saying they all need to learn discernment, there's no way they would have interrupted a call with me with Julianne to go in and buy it at 2222. And that's why these numbers mean so much more. And they do. It's not just wrapped around XRP. The numbers, 222s, there's something very spiritual about it, or things that are about to happen. And this is why they really said that they all need to learn discernment. Okay. And you can even go back to the way people just flopped on Donald Trump. Okay. When you really think about, he's put his life on the line, his whole family, his children. Why? I
And
know he loves golfing better.
sure, but he
Well,
did not pardon himself or his kids.
well, he
Gosh,
doesn't
this guy
have
must
to.
have all the confidence in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. I know one thing, I play a lot of cards there and there with my kids. And when I go to different places, I don't want to get blackballed, so I'm not going to say them. Okay. But if I was going head to head in poker with Trump, I'd probably think twice about it, because he's really owned a few of these places. He's a man who knows how to play his cards. And no matter how difficult things work, okay, and timing is everything. Everything is unraveling right now faster than a Christmas basket full of toys, right? I mean, it really is, from
Yeah.
Wall Street to whatever. I mean, it really is. And it's going to be a sinking ship. But people are going to see certain politicians, not everyone, okay, but certain politicians that have been hiding under rocks, doing a lot of very, very bad things at our expense. I mean, think about it. They're supposed to work for us. Yeah, well, they don't work shit for us. They just work for themselves, and that's the shame of it. We've lost something there, and that's really sad. That has happened, but everything is rolling over now, and this is just going to grow and grow. And I'm going to tell you something. People with certain cryptos, listen, if you're in that little miracle crypto that's less than a penny, and you happen to be that one lucky crypto that all of a sudden you're looking at 15 cents, make your freaking money. Okay? Because what goes up comes down. All right? And don't think it goes on forever. Or take half your money out. I mean, you're probably up. I don't know. I mean, 15 cents for something under a penny. That's a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah. 15 times your money. That's
yeah. Well, this is one thing Spirit was telling me earlier this year, is that opportunities were going to be given back to the people. All right. And have a chance to better themselves. All right. And even if you're grabbing the breadcrumbs, okay, from whales that we call whales, and you're there and you're starting to realize how they work, it doesn't take too many bowls of breadcrumbs to fill your tummy, okay? But it's very important to do it and get yourself out of debt as quickly as you can, because we are going to go through some tough times. This is not going to be, Jack and the Beanstalk, eat the magic bean and everything goes away. We're going to be dealing with things. But if you're in a financial position, it's a hell of a lot easier, right? So take advantage of these things. Take your freaking profits.
Yep. I just kept telling, I paid the house off, but I was talking the other day and I'm like, well, I sent a check in, but they didn't accept the check. They want me to do a wire or a bank check. It's not coming out of my account. I'm waiting 2 weeks. What the hell's going on? I'm like, the end of the month here, there's going to be a big event. I need this damn thing paid off, that last second mortgage. And I looked today, it's gone. So so theoretically, I really, really, really paid off the house now.
Well, you know what? Now now when you come onto your property, Joe, you look at everything
Yeah,
and
I
you
stare
go,
at
I
it and I
don't
go,
owe
"This
a
is
penny.
mine." Yeah, this is mine. Like it's really mine. And I mean, yeah, you got taxes, whatever. But like, I'm 43. I had some crypto. I really believed in it. People told me to shut up. I wouldn't shut up. I kept going. Some of those people thank me later because they've finally decided to get in. I had somebody email me yesterday, I think. Joe, you inspired me a while back to pay my house off with crypto because you were aiming at that goal. Guess what? I just did it.
Yeah.
Crypto. And I'm like, hell yes. Now we're
Yeah.
talking. And I'm trying to think who was talking to. My friend Steven and Frank, I think me and Frank were talking about today. He's like, all those people that have seen you on YouTube that decided to do that with you, get into crypto and stuff. He goes, do you have any idea how many people that you will have changed their lives? And he goes, even if it came
Yeah.
from a psychic or white dove or whatever, but without you, it would have
Doesn't
never
matter.
it would have gotten to anybody.
That's right.
You were the
Doesn't matter.
voice. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of think about that. Yeah, you're right. I'm like, that's kind of cool. So I'm like, and I don't need anything out of it. I don't need anything,
No.
hey, give me some of your profit. No, like I want to get out of debt. I see what this system is. It's full of sharks and filthy rats and pigs. And I found a way out.
What is this pig thing lately?
I don't know.
You've
Filthy
been really
pigs.
picking up pigs.
Come
on, man.
Oh, swines, the filthy swines. So yeah, I'm just hell bent. You burned me in my silver contract in 2008. JP Morgan F me in the A. Margin call, your account's cleaned out. What? But it went right back up afterwards. Doesn't matter. Sorry, it hit too low. We liquidated. Liquidated. Automatic circuit breaker. Have a nice day. And by the way, you owe us $500. We need that wired in today. I'm not wiring it today, but I will wire it tomorrow. And I did, but lost all my money and had to give him an extra 500 for what? A effing piece of paper flying across the screen. Okay. And then I learned, okay, buy physical and cryptocurrencies. And here we are doing real good on cryptos, trying to teach people what the hell's going on. Got the Patreon going because I want to see how many people I can ultimately lead to the promised land in some way or another. Now I understand some people don't have a lot of money to put in, but I didn't in the beginning either. I started off small, a few $100s, okay. Right. And then, wow, I got a few $1,000s. Well, now I've got tens of thousands right now. Oh, okay, cool. And that's how I went. So, if this is going to go to the next level, and it will, you're going to have people starting now that get to ride the same kind of wave. For the rest of us, we're riding the super wave, but so what? They can still get out of debt. They can still pay off bills. It's going to be awesome.
Right. It's an incredible opportunity for the little guy, for the little person to change their life around, and that's an incredible opportunity. It's here, it's happening, and don't think, for a second that just because something's 25 cents, what it can't turn into. And I say, take a look at Bitcoin. I mean, what the hell is it? It's almost 40,000 again. Wherever it is, $30-something thousand. I mean, how the hell would that change your life? And I got to tell you that, when XRP does what it will, they also told me I bought an equal amount of XLM, and they also told me that free coin that we're getting,
Flare.
I don't know. I think you're going to be blown away with that, and you're getting that for nothing. And they said it's a gift that's going to keep on giving. Okay, and once you know how, it's like any game. Once you understand the rules and know how to play the game, now you can beat them at it. And now they're going to be watching their backs. But I'm going to tell you something. So much money is going to leave the Wall Street area, and all those brokers, they're going to lose all that cash. Okay. And people are going to say, we all saw this. We all saw what happened. And they're going to leave. And there's a lot more beatings coming. And by the way, for the people that still do stocks and that, I'm not in stocks at all. But you might want to pay attention to, this is a breadcrumb. All right, Snippy, can I drop a breadcrumb?
Drop a breadcrumb.
Okay. So something about silver mining So miners.
Mining shares. And
Yeah,
there's one that
I have
comes to mind to me that I'll give out. I used to do interviews back in the day a little bit. I haven't done one in a long time with some of these miners that would come on. And one of them was First Majestic. And I think if I was going to dump a little coinage into one of these, just a free tip for me. And I'm not invested, by the way, right now with any kind of stock at all. But First Majestic might turn into a majestic opportunity. So will many
yeah.
others.
Well, I guess what I was getting is that the way to cripple the, I mean, comics, they could do whatever they want, the way they got stuff divided up. But it's kind of like a trough. A horse got to go over there to drink it. But all of a sudden, when he goes to drink it, if the miners go up 10 times, 20 times, what's that going to do? Right?
Well, and that same group that was targeting, supposedly, targeting GameStop,
That's
started
the
talking about,
That's right.
said, let's, SLV, that's one of these paper not miners, but investments. And no one ever believed they have the backing that they claim they have, for real silver per their shares or whatever. And they said, oh, maybe we'll target that one next. Let's get silver to $1,000. And I'm like, oh my God, there's Cliff High stuff right there. Penny Kelly, I think $800 is coming. Whoa.
Yeah. Well, remember what I said a long time ago? They showed me 3 signs, okay, on what those little vials would be worth.
The stack of 20s of silver coins. Yep.
Yeah.
What, Spirit, say something? What do you got there?
Did you see that orb go by me? I'm really being visited tonight. I think I got to have a weird night tonight.
Holy. Hold on. Boy. You're a woo-doo. Don't you have weird nights every night?
Well, that's a good point. Well, you kind of get used to weird until it gets extreme weird, But that's okay. That's a beautiful thing. So listen, get excited about the things that are about to happen. It's going to be very unpredictable at the ones that you're going to see skyrocket, because I saw just crazy stuff that's going to start happening and happen really quick. Okay. But don't think you got the most quality crypto that there is and go, oh yeah, this is going to do a moonshot. Well, it will for a little bit. Scoop it, what you can, even if you take half out and then put it towards something else. Right.
Yeah. If you at least get your investment money back, or like you said, half, because I mean, like Dogecoin went up from like a penny to freaking 8 or 9 cents. So imagine saying, well, I put 5,000 in, now it's worth 40,000. I'll take 20,000 out and leave the other 20,000 in. You got your 5,000 back plus 15,000 on top of it, and you got 20,000 worth of coins still sitting there.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that strategy.
Right. And with Doge, I'd probably take the 30,000 out and leave 10. That was a breadcrumb too.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it could do a lot for individuals, Uh-oh.
Oh, no, I just see someone.
Is that the bat phone?
No, I just want to make sure someone's at the back door. My wife and stuff's down there, but I just want to double check real quick. Okay, it's I know who it is. Just looks strange at the screenshot that I had at first.
Is that the camera?
Yeah. You can come inside.
Hey. Okay.
All right. Let me just make sure someone's down there to meet him. I don't know if you want to talk to the peeps for a second. Hang on.
Well, I guess I'll entertain. If I can actually view the screen on the other side, I can actually see what you people are saying. But I hope you all understand about the XRP. Okay, so I'm in it to win it. There's no doubt in my mind. The 888, I really believe it had to do with 90 cents, which they said not to be greedy about it. But that wasn't the end. To me, that was the beginning. Okay, all these events that we're starting to see are occurring, and they're starting to occur even faster. And just jump on the train and ride this, and really pay attention to. I say watch your cryptos every day or a few times a day, and see if your crypto is a lucky one that's going through the roof. And again, take advantage of it. You don't need the cash. You could put it off into other cryptos. Stay in that top line.
Well, what about buying a bucket truck? Could they just do that?
Well,
is that not an asset?
I had to talk you down from the cliff on that one. And I said, just wait a day. You'll be able to pay cash. And you waited a day, and you probably could pay cash now.
I could have. That Doge move was it.
Okay. It's like, just wait. You might be able to get a fleet of them. You'll need the deduction, Joe.
Yeah.
It's just.
And I don't need it. I keep talking about it. I haven't told anybody what it's for, and I'm not going to. But
yeah,
I don't need it. I don't need this thing right now.
No,
I don't.
No. You want to keep everybody on the edge of their seat, kind of like what you do to me when you say, Hunter Biden, and then Joe Biden a little later, I'm going. Joe,
don't say it.
I just
want to say it.
I want to ship you some Snickers bars, so when you really get shaky like that and you just want to lay it out, that you can eat a Snickers, my friend.
Yeah, I turn into Nancy Pelosi when I'm hungry. Here's a Snickers.
That's my new weight loss. I'm going to stare at Nancy Pelosi for 3 hours a day, and I will lose my appetite for the rest of the day. What do you think?
That's probably that. Yeah, there's the new they got the Atkins diet and the whoever diet. You got the woo doo diet. Stare at Nancy. So let's change gears a little bit. If you want to talk about, you mentioned about calling down certain things. You want to talk about that?
Oh,
like some of your past stories, maybe about that.
Oh, yeah. I know Julianne's listening. You can't hide. I know you're over there listening.
That's right, Julianne.
Yeah.
Let me say that now that you mentioned her name. I'll have to ask her one day. But I was sitting here thinking, did I envision this, or was I thinking this earlier? I don't even know. But I saw it was you, me, and her doing a live stream just like this. And I'm like, oh, well, and it's either I asked her or she's like, oh my God, they need a channel right now. They want a channel. I'm like, during the live stream, go for it. All right. And she just starts channeling while we're all three doing a live stream. And I'm taking questions from people in the chat and asking her, and then Ashar or whoever's coming through chatting. I had this vision earlier, and now the thing, I was like, was it a vision or a thought? What the hell was that?
Well, screw that, Joe. Let's make the vision happen. Julianne.
Where are you?
Do you want to do a live screen? She's going, oh, you son of a bitch.
She's like, no, I'm leaving. I didn't hear that.
Joe will send you the link if you would like to join.
Yeah, where are you? Look in the comment section.
Do you want to come out and play? Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, we used to do that a lot after class. If I'm teaching a class, we're doing journeys or whatever, I would turn around and after class as a group, we would come together and call in the ships. And, 9 out of 10 times we got them. And it was really, really amazing, how we did it. And, I think that the hard one that happened to me, and that's where a lot of discernment comes in, was I told you the time I was on the back porch in the middle of the day, and I was out there for, honest to God, meditating and trying to call him in for 2.5 hours. It was a nice day. It was a summer day. But what had happened is I kind of gave up, and I started to get up to go inside, and sure as shit, about, I'm going to say 300 feet up, a circular craft came. It was an orb, totally silver. And the thing is this was in the middle of the day. All right. Because I didn't want it at night. because you could always say, well, it's this, it's that, whatever it is. But when I called it in, it just stayed about 300 feet above, and it was just, honest to God, it was moving this slow, Joe. And then it stopped above me, and then all of a sudden it started talking to me telepathically. And I said, oh, stay right there. I want to get my son down here. And that's where Nicholas, I called him in. He was upstairs playing video games. I think at the time he was probably 14, maybe 15. Time flies with me now. Whatever age he was. And he came down, and I just pointed up. I said, look. And he was just shocked. But the issue that I had is I kept saying, we need to connect. I wanted to connect with my brothers and sisters. But I said, I want to connect with you, and be careful what you ask for, because it was that night. That was the night that.
I think I know that story.
Yeah, that was actually, it takes a lot to scare the shit out of woo, dude. I was scared, Joe. And I started levitating off my bed, and I started going sideways like I was heading towards the window. So I'm just going like this. And I wasn't really high up above my bed, don't get me wrong, but I was probably about maybe a foot above my bed. And I started going in that direction. I started freaking the hell out. I called in the light. I called in Christ. And I'm telling you, and then they put me down, and I still couldn't turn. I'm trying to turn to see them. They were behind me. And then all of a sudden, one of them laid down in the same position I was, directly behind me. And this sucked. Okay. And I felt one leg go into one of my legs. And then I felt another leg go into one of my legs. And then a thigh, then the waist, then the chest. I'm going, I kept saying, I'm going to have a freaking heart attack here. And I was out loud with this. I'm going to have a heart attack. I said, this is too much for me. And then all of a sudden, I felt the back of my head banging. Like that
one guy. Hit your head 3 times.
But behind my head, it was like what was there was trying to finalize everything. But when I called on the Christ, it stopped. It stopped right there. And then all of a sudden, it backed out of me. And I went back down on the bed, and then I was able to move, and nobody was around. And I go, why the hell did that happen to me? Then it dawned on me that when I was on the porch, I said, we need to connect with each other. So I blame that on me, because
I was trying to connect, dude. I'm trying to interface. What's going on?
Right. So, but the thing is when you're totally awake and that begins to happen to you, Joe, it's pretty damn scary. I mean, you're freaked out about the mirror.
Yeah, that's level 1.
Yeah. This was a whole nother world. But it's no difference than when I've sent you pictures of when I was out on the porch. I would call them in and I would say, show me your face. And they would change the clouds directly in front of me, and I'd take photos. I sent you some of those.
Yeah.
Where you look at them and you go, holy shit. But a lot of incredible paranormal things have happened to me that, that's why I can walk the walk and talk the talk, because I've seen this. I not just see it, I've been part of it. And so many, many, many times that, it's mind-boggling. And Julianne, she's been around for a few of those that have frigged her to hell out too. That's like when she was, this was at Christmas time, Joe. She's channeling with my children around, and the Christmas tree's up and everything. And then I look at, I go, what the hell? Right? There's a silhouette up on the wall up there. It ain't her, right? And it's talking, and then she starts channeling. And this thing's talking, and I'm going, now that's cool. You know, but it's like, dang, you know, you just have to laugh at that stuff. But there's a lot of beings that are out there. Okay, some good, some bad. All the little people and stuff, that really you might call it folklore, but my God, it's real. You know, a lot of amazing, amazing thing. And I got to say, I've had way more good than bad. You know, it's just a couple times I ran into some weird stuff that was bad, and that's why we say, you know, in teaching people stuff, don't go above your pay grade. Don't do it. Okay, if you don't have full understanding of what you're doing, and always stay under the grace of God, stay under the grace of Christ. It's huge. Okay, we're supposed to walk in the spirit of the Creator in Christ. That's what we're supposed to do. So we're supposed to walk in their spirit. All right. So it's not demonic in that respect. It's what you're using it for. Right. It's not the gun that kills people. People kill people.
Right.
It's just an instrument. That's all it is. And as you perfect, what's happening to you now, Joe, is what, and I'm telling you that this is a fact, so get used to it. Do you remember way back I told you go out in your yard? I don't know if you did or not. I said they want to talk to you. And I said, look to the south. Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. That the more you develop your psychic abilities, you start tapping into these other worlds. Absolutely. And this is why when you do this, have respect and surround yourself with the vibration of Yeshua, the Christ consciousness, the creator, and surround yourself with love. And that stops all that other bullshit. Okay. Always protect yourself because that's who we are, and come from a kind heart. We've seen incredible things happen to Joe now. Why? Because he's a beacon. He's a beacon. That's why they had me connect with him. Okay. He's a very special person. He's real. He loves to help people. He's real. And all the fans that watch you know it.
Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Well, listen, Joe, what they said to me is they just whispered, they said, Joe needs a shot of ego. Was that he won't take the other shot, but he'll take a shot.
Let's see how I will take that vaccine.
He's good with it. But really, okay,
yeah,
it's a beacon. And you're put into a position where you could spread this love to other people. And believe you me, they feel it. They feel it. All right. And that's huge at this time where this planet's going and the change that we're all about to have. Okay. You're part of it. All right. And so on to all your listeners and all their ways. They're all part of it. All right. 3 things. They said 3 things when I was dead over there. They said, you tell them all. Love, compassion, and here's the biggie, forgiveness. That's the tough one. All right. That's like all you people that are so pissed at your loved ones, parents, uncles, whatever, that, you know, they don't believe in the way you believe. So you fight with them or you pull it out and put it in their faces. Why? Empty out your backpacks. Do this stuff out of love. It's not your job to convince anybody. Let spirit do it. It's their job. All right. Pass the buck. Pass the buck to them.
Yeah. So when that thing or entity was going through your body,
yeah.
Did you get the sense of, or do you think it got to do what it was going to do, or you stopped it and like, nope. So it didn't get to, you know, connect with you fully.
Right. The slamming of the back of my head. And you know what, Joe? Maybe I panicked too quickly. Okay. But I was really freaked out. And And I think they realize that, hey, we're going to lose this guy if we keep doing what we're doing. But again, be careful what you ask for.
Because I wonder what it was. Well, I mean, you may not know, but what was what was ultimately gonna happen? Were you gonna become more powerfully psychic? Where was it gonna, share things with you somehow? But I guess you don't know because you kind of stopped it.
Right. But a weird thing did happen to me. I thought I'd never come out in public and say this. Julianne knows about it. After that night, I have something in the back of my neck, right at the bridge of my neck and my back. And this lump that showed up, it's still there. Okay. And I think it was the next night we were having a big hoop-de-doo at New Hampshire Metaphysical. And just so happens that night we had 3 or 4 masters that had came in. And Julianne asked him, she didn't tell him what happened. She said, but he's having a lot of problem, in that back area. Okay. Some things you just don't say. And so they came in and started working the energy on me. And then they saw the lump. But what had happened is they're doing it and the lump began to move. And they're freaking out behind me. They're like, yeah, are you seeing what the hell's going on here? Right. And then it starts going off to the left. And so they're trying to put the energy on that. And then it goes off to the freaking thing was moving.
Wow.
Yeah. Weird shit. People say, well, why don't you have it taken out? Why?
Well, you said you wanted to connect with them. So they're like, yeah, now you got, it's like a cell phone. We just gave you a cell phone with a GPS, GPS tracker.
All right. I don't know if you can see this, but
here we go.
Can you see that?
I'd maybe pull your collar down just a little bit more. Yes. Well, oh yeah, right there. Wow. Dang.
That was a fun time. Hey, you too can have one.
Yeah, so that's the banging in the back of the head. They were putting that thing in you.
Well, I never had it before, and when Julie asked her, she said, what the hell? And it was one of those shocking things. But again, I mean, I really have encountered a lot of things. Beings, even the little guys that I sent you pictures of, the little green guys, they followed me from Londonderry up here, tiny, I call them the little ones. And I sent you those photos.
Yeah.
And they're just little Lilliputians, and I remember when I first saw them coming out of my ceiling in Londonderry, and I just went, what the hell? Little green things. My cat's freaking out looking at it. But this time they came up with their family and friends. But you know what? I know one thing is I draw a lot of light. Okay. And I am connected to the other side in many different ways and to other worlds. I mean, I get it. Do I understand it all? No, not even close. I just try to kind of flow with it. I know poor Cliff High's probably watching this and he's probably going, dude. It's like some things you can explain, some things you can't. But I'm going to tell you this. I believe I really do believe, I think every single person has already been contacted in many different ways. That's my gut. It's just to remember these. And what I tell people, if you saw a UFO or you saw light and you really saw one, chances are they allowed you to see it because they already took you. It is what it is. And I also know the whole world's changing around and we're part of it. All right. And I think the other thing that you have to think about is these are physical bodies, but you really got to think of it as avatars. what makes these work is our spirit. It is. It's our spirit. And when you understand who you are, walk the walk and talk the talk the best you can. We're going to screw up left and right because we're inhabiting the human way. And so many people are, oh, I can't wait till this comes. I can't wait. It's like, man, enjoy every day, because it's really neat to be a human. It really is. Like, a lot of bullshit comes with it, but still, it's like me holding my grandson. It's like, wow, that love, that, right? Your little Bubbalooey, right? Your little guy. I mean, come on, man. That's an experience that you can't even put words into stuff like that. So to have that capability of love and expression is such an incredible, incredible thing. And this is why every one of you that are listening to this, you have many opportunities throughout your days, throughout your weeks, to show kindness. Do it, because you do change the world. And that's what we're here for. Even if it's little pieces at the time, it all adds up. It really, really does. Oh, I don't even carry Visa cards anymore, Joe. I carry Alien Express. It's good anywhere.
You just swipe it back of your neck next to the machine. Like, oh, you've got unlimited credit, sir. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just gave 30,000 people a view of something I probably shouldn't have.
I've never, and by the way, guys, I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't recall him ever showing that to me. So I got to see it for the first time tonight. So we're all lucky tonight, all of us together.
Yeah, it's and again, I could say, well, it's a freaking big wart that just popped up overnight. Whatever, and maybe it is. I'm not saying anything, but it is coincidental and strange. But I'll tell you, we've had some strange things happen, and when you're part of it, it gives a whole nother perspective of things. Yeah. So it is the life of the woo, dude. Next poster, what's he gonna put a big one on my cheek?
Yeah. Next poster will have a back shot of you with a big molehill thing on the back of your neck.
Now you know how I get those crypto calls. If you guys had one too, you could do it.
Yeah, there's a little shadow on the back of his wall that's like an old horse out of the blue. And then you say it to me, an old horse out of the blue.
At 4 o'clock.
4 p.m. sharp. That was probably the craziest one of all, because look, they just said it, so I'm going to say it to you, because I don't know what else. They said 4 o'clock. They'll tell you 4 o'clock. The old horse out of the blue. Again, I go, shit. All right, I'm about to go take my kids somewhere. Let me go do a post real quick on Patreon. And I sure as hell did it. And hour went by, didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden, there's 4 o'clock. That son of a bitch runs up 39%. Holy crap.
Yeah, you've got to witness a lot of stuff that you haven't even had time to put it on your Patreon.
Yeah.
When it comes to some of that stuff, even, well, I guess you did that when you said, wow, that XLM 15 cents. And I went, question mark, 19?
Yep.
What was it? 2 minutes later?
Yeah, it runs right up. I'm like, well, I'm driving right now. I don't have time to post. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, well, there's just, that's like some of the trades that I do. They're just so rapid that there's no way I can even give them to anybody, because it's like they'll say something and I'll just play it, boom, 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 and then it happens. It's like, what do you do? Like, you're in your car. What do you do? It's like, all right, we'll let that one go, but we'll make up with it, with some bigger ones. And but again, they give me these things because it's, all your trades I've given you and stuff and your people, I don't even have those cryptos. It's not for me. Okay. It's coming from love. It truly is, to give that to people, and ask nothing in return. Just That's what it's about.
Well, I can already hear it. Hold on, let me just address this. I can already hear it. Well, why are you in XRP? Because Spirit told his ass, bitch slap style, get your ass in XRP. That's why he's in XRP. Okay.
Yeah. It's I'm in cryptos. Hey, I got my one single Bitcoin,
which is worth a nice chunk.
Okay, but a lot of the active things, because I don't follow cryptos the way that you all do, and I don't have the ability to jump all over the place or even the time to do it. I know I'm on the evil the evil side. I'm on Coinbase. It is what it is, and not the good one. I think there's other levels, isn't there? Like pros, and I'm not on any of that. I'm just on the press the button, and it's like a roulette wheel. Where's it going to end up? Oh, all right, that'll work. But to give these things out, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And when they come in and say something to me, I give it to you guys. It's that much. And like the XRP, yeah, guys, throw that 888 out, would you?
That's not high enough. Yeah, that's too low.
Meme has passed, and it was exactly right. 888 was the last price you could have sold at when it hit 90 cents. I wish I figured it out in time, but that's what that was. But when they made me get back in and then gave it back to me at 222, that's when I went, oh boy, this ain't over. But to stay in it, you've got to show a lot of faith, right?
All the FUD, all the news, all the scare tactics, shaking that tree to get you guys to sell. And I'm out here trying to fight those evil forces to tell you guys to calm down. Just hold on to your XRP. You don't have to do anything but hold the effing thing. I'm out here trying to save you from yourself. All you have to do is hold it. Don't do anything else. Just hold the damn thing. And some of y'all can't even do it because you just freaking out and everything else.
Well, it's hard. That's part of being human is your emotions. The emotions just grab you. And I get it. And I think the other thing that happened, Joe, is so many people sold everything they had when they didn't get in, when I gave the call at 23 cents or whatever it was, 24 cents, I can't remember. And they saw it skyrocketing, at 60, 70 cents. And then they took everything to sell it to get into it. That's gambling. You don't do that. You take percentages, right? Or you don't hear the whole story. Even till today, people say, "Whoa, you think that $8.88 will happen?" Well, actually, I do, and then some.
Yeah, kind of like earlier when my thing was going up, and I was like, "Oh, let's wait for 888 to hit." Then I'll mention Cliff High, and it blasted right through that number. It hit it, and then kept going. Yeah.
And and I know there's a lot of conflict of feeling with, that's a guaranteed banker or this, that, the other thing. And I had that same mentality that, and I didn't follow it. That's just, that's because I listen to Bix all the time. I like Bix. He's a good guy. And that's a banker's coin. Well, that was good enough for me until I got bitch slapped, and they said, everything is a banker's coin. And don't you dare complain about XRP doing this if you use your Visa card to go down and buy a latte. Well, what the hell are you doing? Right? But if you can make money off of them to do great things, okay, of goodness, that's the name of the game. Because these people are going to be controlling everything in all aspects. All right. But if you can learn different things and be able to grab the breadcrumbs and change your financial status, help out your family members, help out other people by doing it. Oh man, I'll do that any day in that respect. So I'm not hung up on that. And there is a lot of cryptos to choose out there. And a lot of them will make really good money. Okay. But I'm in this because of what they did to me on that day. And so I'm riding it to the end, and
well, and I'll say any other coin that you've ever told me about or talked about or whatever, not one of them did you have a vision of like anything even remotely close to like what happened with XRP. That was like a profound vision.
Yeah.
Some pretty good detail. Like I'm hearing this going, oh my God, I got to go get more right now. Like I already had a bunch. I'm like, no, I got to even get more. I got to get more. Just like Donald Trump. But when you say you got too much, no, you're going to have to get more. You're going to have to win more. Okay.
I did the same thing, and I went, you just had to go. Well, the vision was so visual. It was unbelievable. I mean, I saw what looked like was a credit card, and it did say XRP. Does that mean XRP is going to have credit cards? I don't know, but maybe they're making an incredible deal with Visa. You know what I'm saying? And then you try to use discernment of what you're looking at. And when I saw it, it was golden. All right. The first thing that came to me was that somehow they're backing it with gold, either gold or silver or that type of thing. And maybe that's how they're going to move gold back and forth, because it makes no sense to try to move gold back and forth. But if you have a means of doing it that would be honest, that's the one thing that benefits the blockchain is everything's traceable.
Yeah.
Cash is not. Okay. Cash is the no. Okay. But the cryptos, you can't hide that. You can't do anything with it. I mean, they follow every inch of it. There's no way to get away. So, I mean, and I look at it this way, I have nothing to hide. So, I know we're going in this direction. So let's see where it's all going to go, and follow it. I think it's a blessing that we are all having a chance right now to, like, wouldn't you have liked, and you knew the future of buying Bitcoin when it was $100, or Cliff's $888.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that shit with the eights with him. Oh my God, that guy was rolling. It's 888, 888, 888. Oh, it likes this number. And you go, how high is it going to go? Who knows? But I definitely want to position myself to take care of me, and the people around me too. So, hey, whenever I screw up, I just say, I'm human, right? So I do play the human card a lot when I screw up.
Yeah, he taught me that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've had to use it a couple times already.
Yeah. Actually, you have.
And they're like, thanks, woo, dude. You had to tell them that, didn't you?
What, that's like somebody I read today. It was so funny. We were talking, and I gotta say what we were talking about, but he said something, da 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 da. I go, by the way, Spirit tells me that you did that in the afternoon, and also this, and this. He goes, holy shit. I said, I says, even though I'm not next to you, I said, you don't think they see you? It's like, come on, man. You try to hide that shit from, dude. Yeah, that ain't happening. But that's okay. We're human. We're physically human, So, and you know what? When you make a mistake, the object is to recognize it. The more times that you recognize it, the less you'll do it. And you make changes. And in turn, your light, you're changing all the people around you. And that, my friends, is what it's all about. All right, stop beating your head try to convince anybody of anything. It's not your job, but you can certainly be kind to them, right? And I think we all need that now. Man, oh man.
Yep. And on that note, I think we're about an hour and a half in.
What?
And, we got a couple shows to watch tonight, I believe, you and I.
We missed the dirt.
Gold Rush,
man,
Parker
Schnabel.
That's it. Parker Schnabel. And I got to watch that Blind Frog Ranch show, too. I got to watch that.
That's after it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it comes on like, I want to say 10 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
Actually, and I know a guy that's partners with that guy, I guess. I had a long conversation with him just before we got on here and talked. And he gave me a lot of information. He goes, "Oh, they discovered 3 or 4. I don't even want to say it because I just don't want to repeat it. You know, it's not aired yet on TV, but they find 3 or 4 Spanish artifacts that are cool.
Oh yeah,
really cool. That in one of the episodes I think is coming up. I don't know if it's tonight, but it might be. It's one of them coming up.
Yeah, that whole area of Utah and those areas are just again, it's the stuff that's under the ground. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he kind of talked about that too, like some history about that particular area that was, underneath the ground, and insane kind of stuff.
Well, that's why I said, when things settle down, we'll go out to Mexico and
New Mexico.
You and I can do a little drumming up top, and next time you see Joe, he may have a full head of hair. What the hell?
It'll be pure white like yours. Like, what did you do to me, man?
He's coming off the mountain. What happened? All I remember is the burning bush.
My ass is a little burnt for some reason.
Oh, it's all good. Well, listen, I'm glad we got together tonight and at least set a couple things in there. So hang on, everybody. The fun's about to begin. It's going to get really interesting. Yeah, definitely not boring. And,
that's for sure.
yeah. And when you have your chance to, if you happen to have one of those cryptos that start to rocket, except XRP, because they won't let us. but that's okay. Just remember, take some of that profit, get rid of some of your debt, get yourself in a great position, change your life. Okay. Don't get gold fever like Joe and I have for the program we want to watch.
Yeah. Because if you get greedy and it's going higher, then it comes down and you're like, shit, I just missed the whole thing. Son of a bitch.
That's a tough thing. And that was a big thing with you, Joe, is you say, you will never tear a theta from my hands. I remember you saying that. And on the first trade I gave you, Joe, you didn't do it.
No.
How much would you have made, Joe, in 24 hours?
Yeah.
130,000.
Yeah, it was big money.
So
completely missed it.
Yeah, how did it make you feel?
I said, tell Spirit, I'll never not listen again. It's done. Next
said,
one.
wow.
Yeah, next one, it was a Digibyte move, and I think another Digibyte move, then Theta again, and
I
it
think
worked
we
out
got
good.
like 4 Theta moves, and a bunch of Digis. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Heck yeah.
All right. Well, listen.
Yep. Till next time.
All right.
Take it easy.
Care, all.
And if anything happens interesting this weekend, of course, I'll be on the phone with you.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Yeah. All right. Take care.
All right. Take care.
See ya.
Bye-bye.